Hey guys, what's up? Angrentv with another Path of Exile 2 build guide update from my Stormweaver Spark Archmage build, and I'm currently in Cruel Act 2. I'm heading into the maps sooner or later. I just want to show you some tips on how you can progress better through the campaign with your Spark char in the leveling stages, because for the maps the char is in a really good place, especially with Archmage, but the problem is we only get Archmage with level 58, and that's near the end of the campaign. First of all, we are still playing with Arc and with Spark, and we are playing with the same combo with Mana Tempest, Conductivity, Orb of Storms, Flame Wall and Sigil of Power. But I also have now Frost Wall to get some defensive layer if I will get swarmed from enemies. I will have Frost Wall now that can kind of shield me off. So in addition, a really big important was to upgrade my gear, because the weapon is one of the most important things that you have to look in for the early game, especially that you have to get a plus level of all spell gems. You can get this from one of the vendors if you're kind of a bit lucky. So always check out the vendors, they can have some really great items, and I got kind of a bit lucky with that nice stuff that gives me +3 to level of all spell skills, maximum mana, increased spell damage and some increased cast speed. And I also noticed you need some really heavy energy shield gear, because we're gonna go for an energy shield, and most of our nodes will give us energy shield, and that's a problem which I'm facing. I'm so damn squishy because I didn't really upgrade my gear with more energy shield. So also keep in mind, always upgrade your items with better and greater energy shields. Also one of the main defensive options and also offensive boosters, because the bosses will get electrocuted, are Kitokos Current. Lightning damage from hits contributes to electrocution build-up. That means our normal lightning hits from Spark and Arc can also stun the enemies, and it can even stun bosses. So with the gloves we can get a nice little extra DPS window, and that can help a lot with the bosses. So also get the Kitokos Current. They're around 3x. If you want to support me, please hit that subscribe and that like button, so I can grow as a content creator in community, and so I can put out even more great build guides. And also follow me on Twitch, so you can also watch me when I'm playing my newest build. And also power skills, I'm still playing with Arc. Currently I'm playing with Unleash, Control, Destruction and Execute. We're gonna do more damage against the bosses when they're low. So you can also play with some variations. You can play with Rising Tempest, and you can play with some sort of conduction to trigger your cast and shock spells more. So you have a broad mix of skills that you can use for your fourth slot. You should still use Unleash, at least for the second slot, so you will get the speed boost, because yeah, Arc can feel kinda bad because it has some really low, and we also have Spark with Rising Tempest and Arc and Tempo, and the cool thing about our Rising Tempest is that it will kind of get buffs from all of our spells. So the cool tip of Rising Tempest is misleading, because it says supported skills deal 12% more elemental damage for each skill used recently of a different elemental type. So you would assume that you will get in total of 36% more damage, because one elemental damage type from Frost, from Fire and from Lightning. Well, it just doesn't matter. You just have to use any of your skill, and then the DPS will get boosted. As you can see, I will use Arc, it will get boosted. I will use Sigil of Power, it will get boosted further. All of my skills boost this even more. So this will be really interesting, and with that we have then a really high damage output. The problem is, as you can see, it kind of falls off very slowly. So you can get a high damage burst uptime, and because with Spark you're constantly pressing Flame Wall, Orb of Storms and also Mana Tempest, it is a really great damage boost. So definitely take Rising Tempest. It's really great hard gem, especially in your end game. So for your other games, Also go for Orb of Storms with lightning exposure, so your enemies get lightning exposures. They will take even more damage from your lightning hits, so they will get minus 20% lightning res, and also go for strip away, so they will get even more minus lightning res, and in combination with conductivity, that should be enough for your lightning penetration, and so you don't need any sort of lightning penetration on your skill tree. In addition, I got cast on shock still with commit and impeded, so we can block it faster, but as I said, I will maybe switch this out with lightning conduit, frost wall, as I said, for the defensive layer, and then also flame wall with spell cascade and fortress. This is really important. Get a spell cascade so it will get cast more often, and fortress in a circle, and also while mana tempest get inspiration, so our supported skills have 40% less cost. This will go into our spark when we're gonna have our Archmage, because Archmage will also need a lot of mana, so take your inspiration in your spark when you have mana problems, and also premeditation, so our skills that get empowered by the supported skills deal 50% more damage. And also for the skill tree, I still mixing things up. I went back for Echoing Thunder and Echoing Flames. It is really great in the early stages of the build when you're leveling in the campaign, and also get some lightning quick and drenched, and then you can go with the normal skill tree. Also get arcane intensity, so you get more spell damage the more max mana you have. Also you can go for pure power, but I think it's kind of wasted in the early stages, but yeah, well, testing it out. And also power conduction, and then just get some generic nodes for your lightning damage. Also some generic maximum energy shield nodes. The maximum energy shield node up here with patient barrier. Also some turn the clock forward and energize for more support of your trigger spells. I also went for the left route and got my touch arcane. The problem was that I miss so much of my damage output from the plus damage from the right side that it was pretty bad in the beginning. So it is still fine. Just go for your later stages on your left route, because yeah, you won't get that much damage from your left route. You will get more of your defensive. And for my Ascendency, I spec out of strike twice, because I think Force of Will is better for now, because we're stacking mana in the early stages of the game. So we have at least more potency of our Arcane Surge, so it is really nice. And also for your endgame char planner, because many people of you are already in maps. I hope I will also join you guys the coming days. I also updated the endgame char planner. So I went with Elemental Storm. So Elemental Storm will get triggered from your crits. You can skill Tempest Caller as your Ascendancy. You will take this as your last Ascendancy. So as your 6th Ascendancy, you will take Strike twice, and then your last, you're gonna take Tempest Caller and Grand skill Elemental Storm. Trigger Elemental Storm on critical hit with spell. So after you crit hit, you're gonna cast Elemental Storm. The Elemental Storm cannot crit by itself, so then take Persistence, so it has more skill effect duration, so it will last longer because it has a pretty large cooldown. Also take Insanity, so it has more cooldown reduction, so you can spawn it faster. Elemental Discharge, so this one is really interesting because it will consume all of your shock. So your Elemental Storm cannot shock, but your skill consume your freeze, shock, and ignite to hit, trigger Elemental Discharge, and well, elemental damage will deal up to 55% of your intelligence as fire damage, and also you're consuming shock to deal up to 80% of your intelligence as lightning damage. And because we're always igniting and also shocking with our spark, this could be a really cool damage booster. So we also gonna stack int, and I also left in arc. It has some duplicate parts of your elemental storm, but basically after you acquired elemental storm, you should be in a state where you won't need arc for a single target. And for the other part, for your gear, still take a solar amulet, so you get more spirit. So we have a total of 50 spirit from our amulet, and we also get some level of spell skills. Take Clevenstone, as I said. Don't know if I will take Whisper of the Brotherhood. Maybe I will switch out Commit. Have another ring slot free. Also for your chest, go for more spirit and also max energy shield and all the things. And for the rest of your gear, you can also check this out on my char planner. So also check out this char planner. And also some guys of you asked me if we can also go for the eldritch battery. So eldritch battery is not that bad, but the problem is it won't convert our percentage energy shield. It will only convert our flat energy shield. So it is still better to go for energy shield and also CI, and it will be also maybe better to not go for mind over matter, because right now energy shield is really OP. Combination with our CI, it will be far better than eldritch battery and mind over matter, because you are really squishy and a glass cannon. I hope I could give you a quick update on my build guide. I'm still not in the map set. I struggled with some things, but yeah, I kind of sorted it out now, and I should join maps pretty soon. Also write down in the comments down below if you have some further questions of the build. And also if you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. Boost my channel tremendously. And until the next video, bye.